Hello and welcome. My name is Tia Massar, and this is my alternate paper plan presentation for the Master's of Arts degree in Communication Studies from Minnesota State University, Mankato. The goal of this presentation is to give an overview of 8 various first-generation and/or low-income student centers. These centers are located at schools that serve very diverse groups of students. We have public, private, community college, and even four-year universities. First-generation students aren't relegated to one type of school or one area of the country. They are found across the board and in large numbers. Because of this, it is important to understand first-generation and/or low-income students' needs. So today we will look at these various student centers and review their mission statements, as well as some of the services and activities they offer their students. So let's go ahead and get started. The first center we're going to look at is Brown University's First Generation College and Low-Income Student Center, otherwise known as the FLI Center. The mission statement for this center is the First Generation College and Low-Income Student Center, FLI Center, is a communal academic and social space for members of the Brown community who identify with the first generation and/or low-income student experience. By providing students, faculty, and staff with a dedicated space that affirms their intersectional identities, the FLI Center aims to contribute to the endurance and success of the first-generation college and low-income communities at Brown. We aim to center the narratives of all people who identify with any aspect of this experience, including international, undocumented, and DACA, transfer, and graduate, and medical students. Brown's First Generation and Low-Income Center really focuses on opening up a dialogue with students as well as alumni about being first generation or low income. The focus is on communicating and working through struggles with students before they become too much for them to handle. By talking about specific issues to first generation and low-income students, these students can know that they are not alone and they have access to specialized services to help them through their college experience. Some of the specialized services that this center offers are located on this page here. First, we will cover is the first generation and low-income organizations and student groups. So there's a number of these available. We can see here some student organizations towards the center of the page. They include the Sidney Frank Brown Scholars Association, Questbridge Scholars at Brown, the Gates Millennium Scholars at Brown, and the Bonner Community Fellows. They also offer peer-to-peer mentoring programs where first and second year students are connected with upperclassmen and undergraduate students to build mentorship relationships. There are also a variety of activities for students in the FLI program. So first here is the Career Focused Empowerment Panel, where a panel of alumni members are allowed to talk to students and ask questions, and students can ask questions of them to gain insights into career and financial empowerment. There are also alumni and special speakers are invited throughout the year to present to students. So the next school we are going to look at here is the University of Michigan and their First Gen program. So their mission statement is, First Generation seeks to provide first generation students at the University of Michigan with resources, insight, and inspiration that can help you thrive and succeed on campus as you pursue your degree. The University of Michigan First Generation program really focuses on the sharing of stories, which you can see right here on the page where it says Read Mackenzie's story. And there's a number of various stories that you can click through here, as well as networking and finding connections that is promoted between not only students, but as also faculty and staff. So there are a number of services that they offer their students. Lots of ways to get involved in this program. So first is First Generation College Students at Michigan. So this is a student-directed student group to support and provide resources to first generation students. And it's actually one of the first generation student groups in the country. There's also the Michigan Parents website, which is a fairly unique thing that I found during my research. It's a website with resources for parents of new incoming students to help with the transition to college life. With first-generation students, their parents obviously have never been to college, so they're not going to know much about college experience and what it's meant to be like for their students. So that's a really great service to offer, not only for the students, but for parents as well. Some activities at U of M are first-generation student dinners. So this is a seasonal dinner put on a few times throughout the year for first-generation students, faculty, and staff to come together and share stories and find campus allies. There's also the Are You First Symposium. So the symposium features panel discussions, speakers, and networking opportunities to first-generation students. So you can see the Are You First Symposium. It's located right here in the bottom. So the next school we're going to look at here is Ohio University. So their program is the Ohio First Scholars, and there are really a vast number of opportunities for first-generation students to be involved in this program. Actually, one of the most extensive programs out of all 8 that we'll look at here today. So for Ohio University, their mission statement is, Ohio First Scholars is committed to supporting the success, persistence, and engagement of Ohio University's first-generation college students by providing proactive outreach and support programs. These programs address the challenges of first-generation students may face as they acclimate to the university while also celebrating the unique strengths they bring to our campus. Ohio First Scholar also serves as a resource on issues related to the success, persistence, and contributions of first-generation college students to our campus. So this program really focuses on holistically building connections between first-generation students and faculty allies. So some of the programs that they offer are a mentoring program, which we can see here. So students are connected with a first-generation faculty, staff, or full-time graduate student. And mentors help their mentees navigate campus resources while offering support. There's also the specialized living experience, which is a residential living environment for first-generation students where they can live with other first-generation students. And the experience offers specialized programming, leadership development, social events, and networking opportunities for students as well. We Are First is another service offered by Ohio, and this is an organization for first-generation students and allies. Offers help with things like applications or financial aid, as well as connecting first-generation students to other students and allies. Some of the activities they offer is the First Gen Me Too program. This program seeks to promote the visibility of first-generation students and allies on campus through posters and t-shirts, email signature graphics, and door cards. They also have First Gen Friday, which is part of an awareness program. It's held on the first Friday of the month, and it's a community building event to connect students, faculty, staff, and allies. Next, we'll look at George Washington University. So the mission statement here is, we transform the student experience and empower students to become active and engaged global citizens and leaders. George Washington University's First Generation program, or First Generation GW here, is focused on networking and making connections through communicating in person and skill building. So some of the programs or services that they offer is First Generation to College, which is again another student organization to support students in the areas of social support, academics, and advocacy. And they also have the First Generation Equipment Bank, which is really a cool idea where there's professional clothing, cookware, laptops, and other items that students might need but might not have access to as a low-income or first-generation student. Some of the activities are the Founding Scholars, which is a day-long orientation for new first-generation students to campus, where they learn about campus resources, including things like career and academic success resources. So up next, we have the University of Pennsylvania. So their mission statement is, the Figley program, First Generation Low Income program, supports students academic, personal, and social transition needs while facilitating community building and a sense of belonging. This program focuses on increasing the visibility of first-generation and low-income students to begin an open dialogue on campus and build community amongst all their students. So the services they offer are things like emergency funding and opportunity grants, so that first-generation students who have emergency situations or can't pay for co-curricular activities have that opportunity to do so, as well as career and internship assistance. So to pay for the salary or for a summer internship that a first-generation or low-income student might not otherwise have access to do. So some of the activities, they have a visibility program where Figley students wear buttons and stickers to identify themselves. And there's also Pen for Study Hours, where there's 2 days a week where specifically the study hours are for first generation and low-income students. So next we have San Jose State University. Their mission statement is the first generation college student program is designed to support the success of first generation college students at San Jose State University. Through a series of workshops, events, and resource materials, Generate, their first generation program, seeks to foster connections, skill building, and academic success for those who identify as first generation college students. So this program really focuses again on building skills through workshops and events. Bringing students together to share and communicate their stories is really a key component of this program. So some of the services that they offer are the First Generation Student Scholarship. So it's available for enrolled students who have attended a minimum of 3 first-generation events before the deadline. There's also the We Are First Network, which is a directory of San Jose State University staff and faculty that were first-generation students that they can reach out to. Activities, there's workshops offered the second Tuesday of each month that cover topics specific to first-generation students, as well as the I Relate campaign, where the website here will share 2 to 3 profiles of first-generation students, faculty, and staff each month. So next here, we have Tidewater Community College, which is the smallest school out of these that we're looking at today. Their mission statement is being the first to do anything can be an exciting experience. It can make you feel courageous, proud, excited, and powerful. And you may have moments of overwhelming responsibility, worry, doubt, and confusion. First generation college students may face many challenges, and you should know you're not alone. Whether you're a recent high school graduate or an adult learner who has been out of the classroom for decades, Tidewater Community College has support systems to help you succeed. So this program really focuses on students overcoming obstacles and finding success, not only in the classroom, but in their lives. They also focus on students opening a line of communication, again, not only for educational support, but also for social and personal support. So they have a first-year success program with support system and resources designed to help students through that first year specifically. There's also the Open Door Project, which is a program for first generation and low-income students to receive free tutoring, academic and career counseling, and study skill workshops. Their activities, there's a summer bridge program for students to be able to get familiar with campus and college life, as well as first generation students find success, where current and former students, faculty, and staff stories are highlighted on the website, which is towards the bottom here. You can see one of these videos. The last school we're going to look at is Seattle University and the Outreach Center. Their mission statement is Seattle University is committed to increasing the visibility of our staff, faculty, and students who identify as first-generation college students. This first-generation program focuses really on visibility. They want to make the presence of first-generation students, faculty, and staff known to the campus community and start an open communication about first-generation student experience. So some of the services offered are really the Outreach Center itself, which is a community and resource space for first generation, as well as student veterans. And many events and programs are held through this center. There's also Imprint, which is a very unique compilation of creative and scholarly writings from Seattle University's first-generation student community. It's founded on 3 values: visibility, scholarship, and mentorship. And Imprint is the only written publication by and for first-generation students that I have found in my research. Their activities, they have a first-generation graduation celebration. Graduates receive a cord to wear at graduation and a special reception for first-generation students and their family that's held after graduation. There's also the I'm First Gen campaign, which is another visibility campaign where students, faculty, and staff use signs, social media banners, buttons, t-shirts to identify themselves. And being a part of the campaign also identifies them as an ally to be able to talk with students and open to mentorship activities. So that was all 8 of our first generation and or low-income student centers. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my presentation. I hope that you found some insight into first-generation student centers and the needs of first-generation and low-income students. More first-generation students enter college campuses every day. It is very important that we understand these students and strive to serve them efficiently. For it is, as Malcolm X once said, education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Thank you.